This is fame, the crown jewel of modern celebrity. It turns musicians into legends, actors into icons, and gamers into millionaires with a webcam. But there's a side of fame no one talks about. But what if it fires off at the worst time and turns brilliance into wreckage? Here are the moments when celebrities self-destructed themselves, Part 4. Let's kick things off with a music legend who went from genius to chaos in no time. Kanye West was a wildfire, brilliant, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. His music, from Late Registration to Yeezus, changed the game, and his Yeezy sneakers had fans camping out. But things got way out of hand, and Kanye became his own worst enemy. Kanye's bold moves, like crashing Taylor Swift's VMA speech.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Once felt like genius. But after his mom, Fonda, passed in 2007, the brakes were off. He spiraled, and bold turned unhinged. Recently, Kanye went wild on X, praising Hitler, defending Nazis, and attacking Jewish people. Fans were stunned. He also praised P. Diddy, caught assaulting Cassie, and begged Trump to pardon him, calling him a great dad. Kanye, a dad himself, cheering that guy? Yikes. Kanye blamed a playboy at age 5 for his adult content obsession, swore it off, and vowed to shield his daughters. Yet, he paraded his barely dressed wife and talked about building a huge adult site. Hypocrisy much? Rumors of nitrous oxide abuse and forcing Adidas execs to watch porn didn't help. Fans hated Vultures too and his AI gimmicks. From icon to villain, Kanye burned it all down, leaving ashes and noise. But speaking of stars who lost their shine, let's talk about a pop queen who went from chart topper to cosmic cringe. Katy Perry was once the undisputed queen of glittery, goofy pop. Her album Teenage Dream tied Michael Jackson's record with 5 #1 hits like Firework and California Girls, blasting from every radio and party playlist. But somewhere along the way, the sparkle started to fade, and Katy's desperate attempts to stay relevant turned her into a viral punchline.
Make even more noise for my band.
Back in her prime, Katy's music was like a sugar rush, catchy, silly, and impossible not to hum along to. Songs like Roar and Dark Horse ruled the charts, and her over-the-top music videos were iconic. But by the mid-2010s, the hits started drying up. Her attempt to go deep with live-streamed therapy sessions, meant to show a more serious side, flopped hard. Instead of soulful, it felt awkward and forced, like she was trying to be someone she wasn't. New music tanked, tours flopped, and she joined American Idol, judging kids with more talent, dressed like a sci-fi reject. Fans missed the fun. In 2025, Katy went wild, singing What a Wonderful World in zero gravity on a Blue Origin rocket. Cool? Nope. Pure cringe. Her Lifetime's tour was a disaster. Jerky dance moves and frozen smiles went viral. Her vocals couldn't hide behind autotune. She laughed it off, saying, "I don't dance like that." But phone cameras disagreed. TikTok roasted her robotic moves, and fans felt embarrassed. Too old for the candy vibe, too out of touch for a comeback, Katy's left with viral clips and a fading roar. Dr. Disrespect was a walking cartoon, mullet, shades, mustache, and catchphrases that made streams feel like WWE. His loud vibe turned Twitch into his stage, and millions tuned in. Sponsors loved him, fans quoted him, and he was untouchable. Until he wasn't.
Doc, I was planning to play Warzone tonight, but instead I decided to take a nice hot, sticky, stinky poo-poo. Was it the right decision? Says I am a toilet with a $3 donation.
He confessed to cheating on his wife live to 40,000 people, looking sweaty and small. Fans forgave him, and the show went on. But in 2020, Twitch dropped a bombshell. A permanent ban, no explanation given. Poof, he was gone. The internet exploded with theories, contract disputes, politics, cancel culture run amok. Dr. Disrespect bounced to YouTube, sued Twitch, and leaned into the victim narrative, keeping his loyal fan base hooked. He played it like a mystery, promising the truth would come out, and for a while, it worked. Then, in 2024, the cracks became craters. Allegations surfaced that he'd sent inappropriate messages to a minor. Screenshots leaked, former Twitch employees started talking, and suddenly, that mysterious ban didn't seem so mysterious anymore. No charges, but the internet judged. His violence, speed, momentum went from epic to gross. Fans quieted down. Twitch doesn't ban a cash cow without cause, and brands don't ditch you unless it's bad. Sponsors bailed, collabs vanished, and the industry ran. Dr. Disrespect's bravado couldn't hide the mess. Old clips feel rotten. The guy who made gaming a show became a cautionary tale. Sometimes the villain isn't acting. Now it's a toxic discord, a few fans yelling proof, and a ruined brand. But hold on, the next one's a Hollywood couple who turned their drama into a global mess. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were untouchable. Will was the king of cool, rapping clean, starring in Independence Day and Men in Black, charming all with his Fresh Prince grin. Jada was the tough actress from Set It Off, holding her own next to Will. They were Hollywood's dream team. Then it all crashed, and their messy life outshone their careers. It all started unraveling with Jada's Red Table Talk on Facebook, where she turned their private drama into public therapy sessions. The bombshell. She admitted to an entanglement with August Alsina, a singer 20 years younger, and her son Jaden's friend, while still married to Will. The word entanglement became an instant internet legend.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
Will sat across from her on camera, looking like he'd just been hit by a truck, his face a mix of hurt and exhaustion. Fans were floored, flooding social media with, "Jada, why you doing Will like that?" Then came the Oscars moment that shook the world. During the 2022 Academy Awards, Chris Rock made a mild joke about Jada's shaved head, referencing G.I. Jane.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay.
Will, the guy known for family-friendly charm, stormed the stage and slapped Chris right across the face on live TV. The audience gasped, X exploded, and the world couldn't believe it. Minutes later, Will accepted the Best Actor Oscar for King Richard like nothing happened, giving a tearful speech while everyone was still processing the slap. It was the ultimate plot twist. Shocker, Jada later said they'd been separated since 2016. Will slapped Chris for a marriage already over. Plot twist. Will's career tanked. Emancipation flopped. Bad Boys 4 felt forced. His charm turned awkward. Jada kept talking, podcasts, memoirs, saying Tupac was her soulmate and she didn't want Will. Oversharing wasn't healing. It was a reality show nobody wanted. Fans stopped caring. Will went from golden boy to the guy who slapped a comedian for a woman who embarrassed him. Jada became a red table talker who wouldn't stop. Their brand, charm, love, nostalgia, burned down. Now it's just Will's meme face and Jada's voice, talking to no one. So, which meltdown was the wildest? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.